Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I am happy that you have chosen to join me for today's reading as we look into the cards for November 2023. It is a general reading, so there may be messages that do not connect with you or your situation. I would encourage you to let them go as they're most likely meant for someone else. If there are signs or symbols that you do connect with, I would encourage you to continue to think through the messages and the symbols after the reading has completed. There were a lot of cards that came through for this reading, so we're going to jump right on in and start with our tarot. We have Princess of Wands, number 1, the Magician, Seven of Wands, a lot of action to start off our reading for November. That's great. Eight of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Three of Wands, the World, which is a major arcana just like the Magician, and Queen of Pentacles. So when we think of the Princess of Wands, it is one definitely of action in the tarot. It's igniting that fire, igniting the fire within, taking action, gaining inspiration, really having a passion and a desire to see things through, complete a goal, possibly start a project, start an event, I'm sensing. So for you in November 2023, there's going to be a lot of movement. It started right off the bat in our reading, and we have several movement cards, really hard work, focusing, really dedicating yourself right off the bat in our reading. So that's a lot of positive energy coming through. Next we have the Magician. And with the Magician, it does definitely represent action and movement, energy, connecting with source, being right on the cusp of something, changing for the better, right on the cusp of finding information, achieving that goal, transformation as well. So maybe you are doing some shadow work right now, and in November you're definitely going to see the fruits. You're going to see the outcomes of all of that hard work, that positive energy that you've put forth, rather in healing or your thoughts, letting go of what no longer serves you. And the blues within this card, the way they're weaving through the instruments here, and at the top making the infinity sign, which is those ebb and flows of life, beginnings and ends of a cycle. So definitely the fruits of your labor are represented here with the Magician. And big changes. So possibly you are looking at moving. You are looking at switching careers or jobs. And the Magician is here to say that that may occur in November because it does represent those big life changes as well. Next, we have the Seven of Wands. And with this, it's definitely standing up for what you believe in, protecting, being that shield, advocate, overcoming an obstacle, going back to the Magician. If you've been doing some shadow work, really working on yourself, you really in November are going to overcome possibly that last hurdle or a hurdle you're stuck on to continue through that healing and shadow work. Courage, it definitely represents courage, so have courage, continue forward. If you're working on a new project, you really want to take action in something, really draw within you that courage that you have, that strength that you have, that ability to use your skills and talents. You can see this individual is at the top of this structure, overlooking the other wands with a powerful wand in its hand. So it is one of taking a stand, really being there maybe for others in November, really looking for opportunities to volunteer, to support those around you. I'm receiving telling your story, that it's time. You have that courage in you that the Seven of Wands represents. And this individual definitely is in that power stance, that courage stance, pulling from that strength. I'm receiving you can do it. Next, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and it is one of a new skill, learning something new, specifically on a job or an apprenticeship, an internship. Hard work and dedication. So possibly you are looking to go back to school or a trade, or joining a group that would teach you a new skill. And November could be that time to start. It's represented here in the Eight of Pentacles. You can see this individual is working with fire, glass, developing that pentacle, really focused and determined. So it may be that you need to draw on that. Maybe you have been all over the place with your attention as of late. And in November really is the month to buckle down and have that focus so that you can move forward. Very strongly coming through with the Eight of Pentacles. So for those that this is connecting with, November is your time. Next, we have the Six of Cups, and it definitely represents the simple things in life, joy, having that little kid energy, kindness. So that goes back to our volunteering, the advocacy place, in our reading. My eye is really being drawn to this garden and just the young individuals being together, talking. Maybe in November you need to slow down. Enjoy those simple things in life. Smell the roses, as the saying goes. Take time for you. Enjoy what is around you, the beauty that is around you. I'm sensing gratitude as those who celebrate Thanksgiving. It is coming up in November. I'm receiving contentment as well, being content in what you have. Manifesting what it is you desire. Being drawn back to the Princess of Wands, the Magician. There's action to be had and received. There's energy. Very positive energy in November. Next, we have the Three of Wands. And with the Three of Wands, it is again one of new opportunities. Making plans, thinking big, going back to the Magician, which is a major arcana as well, drawing our attention to those meanings in the tarot. You can see the ships looks like they're coming in. The individual is ready, wants to receive what is there and offered. So maybe in November you will have that opportunity to gain that position, to gain that promotion, to be open to new opportunities. Maybe in November it is a time to self-reflect. Are you even open to new opportunities and change and action and that movement forward, that big change that's available for the betterment of you? Next, we have the World. And the World is lessons in life, the ebb and flows of life, ending and going into a new beginning, opportunities and awareness, really increasing your awareness of your own path, of your own journey, where you are at this time in life. There could be an ending of a cycle that kind of goes back to what was mentioned early on in the tarot, and stepping into a new opportunity, a new situation, a new place, a new job, a new career, I'm sensing as well. The Lion is here for that courage and strength. The Eagle, soaring. I'm receiving open those wings and fly. November's your time, kind of going back to telling your story. Very strongly coming through with all this energy of movement, positive energy. It's going to be a great November. Next, we have the Queen of Pentacles. And it is one of harvest, of nurturing, being practical, health, and being open to those cycles of life as well. So a lot of ebbs and flows represented in the cards, a lot of change, beginning and ends. So possibly for November, it is prepping yourself for that. Allowing your mind to calm, allowing your mind to be open to it, allowing your heart to be open to it. Change can be scary. The ending of a cycle, beginning of a new one, even though it may be positive, it can be nerve-wracking. So with the Queen of Pentacles, she is one of calm, of connecting with nature, really resting in her energy. So that may be what you need to do in order to be prepared for November. Maybe you enjoy connecting in nature, taking a walk, running, walking, biking. Do that to help you now prepare for November, to continue to be open or begin to be open to the change and the positive movement and positive energy that's represented in our tarot cards. We're going to look at some oracle cards now. First, we have Melody of Thought, Finding Your Passion. Wow, that definitely supports the Princess of Wands, the Magician. There is a horse, looks like a heron, angel, looks like almost like a tree of life, snow, sunset, possibly some poppies or red flowers, orangish red flowers. So that melody of thought is really jumping out, going back to that Queen of Pentacles. What is it to have your mind calm look like to you? What is it to have your thoughts settle, to allow that melody just to flow, to allow that energy to flow, to allow the universe and source to move instead of trying to control and force? We often do that. We often try to take the reins and force things, force the energy, force the situation, try to manipulate decisions. And this really is popping off the page, melody of thought, finding your passion. So for November, really release, really focus on finding your passion. What is it that you love? What is it that drives you forward that was represented here early on in our reading? And allow source and universe to move in ways that we can't see, but it is for our higher good, for the betterment of ourselves and those around us. Really connecting again with what gives you that life force, that passion. But also I'm receiving, take that time to be still. The snow that's on the ground often keeps us from traveling or moving around, often keeps us within our homes. So being still to listen to source, listen to the universe, look for those signs that are provided for us if we would open our eyes to them. And really looking into changing our thought patterns. Are there thoughts that no longer serve us, that in November 2023 we need to rid ourselves of because they don't serve us? They aren't for our higher good. It's not for the higher good of those around us either. So are there perspectives that need to change? Are there biases that need to be released? So that you can be open to this powerful energy. I cannot say how much intensity is coming through and just really jumping off the tarot cards of that positive movement forward, action. Next we have acknowledging your uniqueness. Embrace what makes you different. And there is that sunflower. It looks like quails, butterflies, the platypus, the grass. Almost looks like a doorway here. I'll hold it back up so you can see entering into something new. So with the platypus, it is one, again, of resting. They are a water animal. So really moving through the flow of life. It can represent our emotions. The water cups are connected with the element of water, representing our emotions, how strong they are, bringing them back into balance. And by doing so, acknowledge your uniqueness. There is no one else on this universe, in this world, that is like you. You are amazing. You are strong. You are courageous and brave. And embrace what makes you different. What it is that you bring to the table. What it is that you can offer. Embrace that. The sunflower, it often seeks the sun. It represents the sun through its colors. That life and brightness, and the butterflies, one of transformation. Going back to the magician as well, that message came through. So continue forward. If you are doing that shadow work, if you are going through a difficult time right now, my eyes being drawn to the two waves that are there by the quail and the light that is represented around them. Thinking of the ocean as the waves come in and they go out. There will be light at the end of the tunnel. There will be movement forward. We have to let go, and we have to rest in that. We have to believe and move forward. So embrace what makes you different. You are amazing. You are unique. You have so much to give. And maybe you're saying, listen, I'm exhausted. I don't have anything else to give. Are you serious that November's asking and saying that there's going to be energy, positive energy to be had, change to be taken, a journey of change, a new beginning, an end of something? And my eyes being drawn to that platypus. It's right at the middle of the card. Maybe you need to rest first. It's okay. Take some time for you. Enjoy what you love. Being drawn back to that sunflower. Maybe you enjoy flowers or gardening. Take time to do that. Maybe you enjoy sitting outside or sitting by a lake, my eyes being drawn back to the water and the waves. Maybe you're close to the ocean. Take a walk on the ocean. Breathe in that fresh and salt air. And my eyes being drawn back again, very powerful card. I'm sorry I'm hanging on this card, but to that doorway. It's time to step through it. Time to make that decision. Time to open your heart and mind to the change, to the positive movement forward, to the action that's right there on the cusp. Next, we have breaking down your constructs. Embrace new opportunities. Wow. If you are one like me who looks for affirmation or confirmation within the tarot cards themselves, with oracle cards and the tarot, with cards all throughout the reading, definitely this one does. The others here with these oracle cards in their own way did, but it directly says embrace new opportunities, breaking down your constructs. So what is it that blocks you from opening up to that action, that movement, that positive energy? Look into that. What is it? How can you move around it or through it? How can you move through it to allow it to dissolve? What is it that you may need to do? Is it rest? Is it time to give your body rest, your mind rest? Maybe it's connecting with energy. Gardening, hiking, exercise, maybe painting. Do you sit outside and enjoy a cup of coffee or tea? Receiving journaling, writing. Art. Art is very strongly coming through. Maybe you've put that down. Maybe you have a passion to make it a career. And there's so much movement. Look into that for November. Embrace new opportunities. There's polar bears, bears, a guardian, dragonfly, light from source, the sun represented on here. And polar bears are one of strength and power and curiosity. They definitely represent family, the bears as well, the brown bears. They represent courage and strength, independence and family. Maybe it's taking time to spend with your family. Maybe a short little weekend getaway or a day vacation where you just do things that you love to do as a family. Doesn't mean you have to travel somewhere. You could stay home, stay in your pajamas, watch movies all day, pop some popcorn, go outside, hang outside, go to the park, whatever it is that you enjoy as a family unit. That's definitely represented here with the bears. With the dragonfly, it's one of hope. They represent love and change as well, new beginnings. And the guardian, that is sending out the light, source, the universe, higher power, is saying, again, is represented in this card, let go, allow, receive. There's light, signs and symbols to be seen. You can see the eyes as well. My eyes just went to it. And then there's the third eye represented up at the top through the sun. So use your intuition. Move through November with an openness, an open heart, an open mind, allowing that ebb and flow of energy and life. Source is there. Source will provide. Source is overseeing. I see there's the solar system, there's the earth with the moon revolving around it. Again, change of seasons, change of weather represented. The earth moves. So a lot of movement as well represented in that card. And we have two green cards back to back, and green is a representation of our heart chakra. So going back to that shadow work, if you're going through a difficult time or if you're doing that shadow work, keep going. Your heart is thanking you. It is connecting with your mind. It is allowing those emotions to move through. Keep going. You're right on the cusp. You may say, I don't have the energy. It's been a dark season of the soul. Grab that courage that the polar bears and bears have, that strength that's represented here. Again, going back to the beginning part of our reading. You have it. Pull on it. Dig deep. You can push through. There is light to be had. Source is there. And my eyes being drawn to the radiation, those light, the light and symbols and signs being sent out, coming out from source as well. Next we have, well, sorry, I do not know what that is. I would say it's confirmation of everything that came through. Something dropped. Sorry about that. Hopefully it wasn't too loud in the reading. Next we have number 33, blossoming. So 33 breaks down to 6. It is one of letting go, of harmony and cooperation. That blossoming, coming back to embrace new opportunities, acknowledge your uniqueness, allow that change to happen, allow that growth within you to happen. Playing a violin, if you enjoy music, under the stars as well, under the moon, the light of the moon, tap into that, connect with that. Receiving, allow your soul to blossom. Step into those talents, step into those skills and gifts that you have. The world needs you. Trust in that intuition, trust in the universe, trust in that third eye. If you need, I see the eyes again, if you need to talk to others, your friends, your family, if you have concerns or if you're anxious about it, do that. But I'm really strongly receiving those talents and skills that you've been afraid to share or show or step into. Your community, those around you, and the world need you. So November is one of movement, of choices and choice making, standing in who you are, allowing life source to flow through you, that energy to continue to move you forward into new opportunities. Wow. The next card that we have is beginnings. And with this arch here, it definitely reminds me of the major arcana, the moon. In the tarot, you can see when I hold it up, the background is the moon and the night, and going through the doorway, the archway, is day. Green grass, beautiful sky. So continue on if you're going through that dark night of the soul. Maybe you need to do some shadow work in November because there's so much positive here. So much to be had and to receive. But what is blocking you? What is hindering you? Break down those constructs, as the Oracle card says, because there's beginnings. And it can be scary. I understand that. Number 2 is represented here. It is one of balance and union. What is out of balance that is causing that fear, that's causing that anxiety? Look into that. Talk to source, higher power, talk to friends. Gain that insight or new perspective that may help you. Because November is going to be one of movement for sure through these tarot cards in this reading. Next, we have some love oracle cards. We have coffin. Endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. Wow, I don't know if I've had this much confirmation through the cards, different decks, in one reading. So for me, this is definitely confirmation of a lot, if not all, the messages that have come through. There's an ending. Possibly it's in a relationship. Maybe you are going through that right now. And November is going to bring you that new breath, that new energy. Maybe you have been going through the grieving process and you need to put that nail in the coffin. That last nail, letting go, came through our reading as well. Opening up. There was a reason that that relationship ended. But it says here, bring new beginnings. Growth and change, liberation. Maybe for you, the relationship ending just was liberating for you. And you're saying, hey, that last piece did not connect with me, but that word liberation did. Continue to transition, continue to move forward. Step into the light and energy that is offered here in November through the cards. Maybe you are questioning if your relationship will end. November may be a time to look at that. Maybe you know you've needed to end it. And you've been dragging, making that decision. Again, is there that final nail in the coffin that needs to be? Next, we have coffee cup. Meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. Beautiful. Maybe you're going to reconnect with a friend. Maybe you're wondering if you should reach out and connect with someone who's been on your mind. It never hurts. Never hurts to let someone know you've been thinking of them and hope they're well. Could be that you are going to meet someone new, going back to that coffin. Maybe November's going to bring that new person, that new relationship or partnership. And with relationship, it could be friendship. Could be a work relationship, a work opportunity. Savoring the moment, going back to that sitting under the moon or sitting outside, connecting with nature, having that cup of coffee or tea, really just taking in that air, breathing that 3 to 5 deep breaths, bringing that oxygen into your lungs and your blood system, feeling rejuvenated. And it says feeling uplifted. So going back to taking that time, if you need time to reset, if you need time to re-energize, take that in November. Do that for you. You deserve it. You're worthy of that. And to round out our November 2023 reading, I pulled some angel cards, and we have trust. Well, that definitely confirms what came through with all of the messages of Source and the universe providing opportunities, being there to support, bringing new opportunities, new energy, new perspectives. And the light, again, my eyes being drawn to these two here. It just comes out from Source, from the universe, on both of the cards. So connect with the universe, connect with Source in November. There's a rabbit on here. There was a rabbit on the Queen of Pentacles. If you connect with animals or spirit animals, there's deer as well. Butterflies again on this card. So trust. Trust the process. Trust the change. Trust that Source and universe have you. Trust that this decision that you may have made or made in a relationship, and again, it could be platonic or romantic, is what is needed for November and forward. Trust that intuition as well that came through earlier. Trust in your strength. Trust in your courage. Trust, I'm receiving, in your discernment. If you are having to make some big decisions that will bring that movement and change in November, trust in them. Next, we have if you believe. So this definitely goes back to opening our heart and mind, releasing and letting go what no longer serves us, releasing that control, looking at the root of our fear or anxiety that may be blocking us, keeping us from moving forward, pushing through or moving through that obstacle, that barrier, and really just walking in belief and in allowance, and being open to receive. We don't have all the answers. We're not able at times to see all the answers. And that's why trust is important. That's why opening ourselves to receive, to allow what needs to be, kind of simmer is the word I'm receiving, that whatever it is that needs to simmer a little bit longer before it's revealed to us. So allow yourself to believe. November is going to be a powerful month. Next, we have big, happy changes. Wow, what a card to round out our reading for November 2023. It just confirms and affirms everything that came through the reading. So there's big, happy changes that are coming. There's a rainbow surrounding the angel. And throughout these three cards, there's guardian angels on each side at the top. So you are being watched over. There is a path. It's bright. And you may be saying, well, it's not for me right now. Trust, believe, and know. Meaning K-N-O-W, know in your mind. Happy changes are coming. I'm really receiving control. Is that what needs to be let go so that you can receive what is offered, the messages, the energy, the positive movement, starting anew, reviving that passion and energy, that life source within you, getting out of that boredom, being stuck. My eyes being drawn back to this coffin. Maybe control is what ended the relationship. Did you hold on too tight? Did you depend on the other person too much? Allow your heart, my eyes being brought back to that liberation in November 2023, allow your heart to be liberated of that need to control. Possibly do some of that shadow work so that you can see what it is that is causing you to hold on so tight to relationships, friendships. Take that time to really enjoy what it is that gives you a sense of contentment, of connecting to the earth and those around you. So, my friends, I hope this information has been helpful. I'm excited for November 2023. I wish you a lot of love and light. I wish you the energy and passion and courage and strength that has been offered through our reading. I send that forth. I send forth that big, happy energy, that big, happy changes, the positive movement, the positive step forward as well. If you have received that positive energy, that positive message that has come through the reading, and you would like to share this reading, subscribe, or like, that would be very helpful to me. It would be an energy exchange with me, and it would be also very helpful for the channel. As always, friends, love and light to you.